3-cup chicken or sambeji. Let's start by cutting the chicken thighs to bite-sized pieces. And to help keep the chicken meat remain moist and make the meat more tender and flavorful, we will leave the skin on. Once done, don't forget to give the chicken pieces a few good rinses and to pat them dry before setting them aside. And for that extra kick and pop of color, I will be adding some red chili peppers to this dish. And all that remains is to peel a whole head of garlic, slice a few pieces of ginger, and set aside a handful of fresh Thai basil leaves. For the sauce, let's measure out 2 tablespoons of rock sugar and set them aside. We will then mix 4 tablespoons of rice wine with 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. Or better yet, let's split that to 3 tablespoons light and 1 tablespoon dark for a sauce that will be richer in color. And for the sesame oil, you guessed it, also 4 tablespoons. And now we're ready to cook. Let's start by sauteing the ginger in sesame oil until they turn crisp. We will then add the garlic and cook them until they turn fragrant. And now that the aromatics have properly released their flavors into the sesame oil, we can now add the chicken pieces into the pan and let it cook in the flavored oil. Also, try to leave the chicken undisturbed for at least 2 minutes before flipping. This will allow the heat more time to lock in the flavorful juices of the meat. Once the meat starts to lose its pinkness, we can then add the sauces and sugar. Okay, now we will let this simmer for about 20-25 minutes or until the sauce is reduced or have thickened. And the final steps. We will add the red chili peppers, the basil leaves, mix all the ingredients together, stirring until all the leaves soften. This is optional, but you can add a few drops of sesame oil right before serving. For the Chinese, a good dish means having all 3 elements present: color, aroma, and taste. Looking at this dish, this is clearly another winner. And seeing how the family kept going back for seconds and thirds, and how we consumed so much rice that night, I know I'll definitely be making this again and again.